So here we are at the other end of Annie, and I'm going to show you a couple things I like to do on the back end of the horse to get them more relaxed and comfortable before I even tack up, before I even get going with the ride. Body work is great for horses, and having someone come in every month or every other month to do a thorough body work workup is a great idea, but it's a lot of time in between where they can develop tension and discomfort. So I like to do things in between the bigger body work sessions that I do on my own horses, just to make them comfortable day to day. All right, so the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to take my fingers like this little scrunch, I'm going to come around the side here, and I'm just going to scrunch into her hip here with a little bit of pressure. And you can see she's yielding her butt over toward me a little bit. Good girl. And then I'll come around and do it on the other side. Just a little bit of a scrunch. Good girl. And what I want to see her do is just curl her pelvis in my direction a little bit. It's not a big thing, but this also helps get the horse prepared for bending in the body when we're working on circles and lateral work like half pass, shoulder in, haunches in, and again, do a little kind of play around and find the spot. Good. Now she's yielding it toward me again. One more time on this side. Good. Okay, and then the other thing I like to do with the hind end is very quietly put my hand up under the tail, and see she clamped down on it right away. All right, so all I'm going to do is hold my hand here because I don't want to invite any more tension or potential trouble. So I'm just going to, my arms totally relaxed, and I'm going to let her tell me when I can do something with the tail. Good girl. Good girl. Here, I'll turn the camera a little bit so y'all can see. So we have to accommodate the horse. The horse isn't going to accommodate us. So again, I'll come back here. I'll go under the tail. And I'll just wait. Now Annie, being an Arabian, she just naturally likes to trot around in the field with a tight back and her neck up and her tail up. And so she's more likely to have a little more tension. Now she's letting me move it. I'm just quietly wiggling my fingers under the tail. And you've got to listen to your horse, all right? I would love to just lift her tail and rotate it side to side and move it around, but she just might not be in that place for that today. Okay, now she's going to let me rock it back and forth, and I'm just letting her lead the work. Okay, I initiated a little bit, but then after that, she has to tell me where she's willing to go. And now she's relaxing that tail, letting me move it side to side. It's kind of ironic with an Arabian that she doesn't want me to lift the tail since she wants to run around with it lifted all the time. But that's okay. Good girl. Good girl. And now it's relaxed. I can do a little bit of rotation. I'm not going to try to lift it super high since she's giving me this little bit. You know, that'll be tomorrow's work, and we'll just build on this. This is a new exercise for Annie that I just started doing, are these tail rotations. And so she's got to get used to it. She's got to understand the work. And then you'll feel that your horse will start to help you do this kind of work. So those are the two manipulations I have been starting with Annie before I ride. Scrunching the hind end around, one side, then the other, lifting the tail. And if you look at my previous video, you'll see some of the things that we did with the front end to make sure she's nice and comfy before we get started. Thanks, guys.